there be darkness, let there be light, as the hawk cripples the dove. Over and over, watch the dove die.
Oh, good morning, all Equilibrium viewers. I'm Matthew Miller, your host, and today is the 27th of March 2015, and I'm broadcasting in this nice, beautiful country in New Zealand, this nice, lovely rural area just south of Whangarei. And yes, it was pretty foggy this morning as well. And yes, I actually even took a picture of that as well. And there's a lot to talk about as well. And yes, I'm going to be debunking the climate change hoax as well. Why it's a fraud, why it's just being used to just try to bring in one world government as well. And yes, there are just people who just don't really care about us. They just sort of want us to be gone. And the only ones that are going to remain is them. According to the Georgia Guidestone, and the first one says that maintain the world population around 500 million people, and yes, that's like getting rid of about 95% of us as well. So people, it's about them having the world for themselves. That's why they're lying to us, having the media to do their dirty works, and to always have a puppet government being elected as well, being paid for to do their dirty work. And yes, just one thing I gotta say, and tomorrow's also the by-election as well. There's the by-election. And yes, it is looking good, because Winston Peters actually in the lead for the moment, and he's doing real good as well. And man, I'd like to have him win this by-election, because that will actually hinder John Key's agenda as well, and also the elite's agenda as well, for New Zealand as well. So it is good to have a person who's involved with politics as well, and good with speech, good with charisma as well, and he can handle when he's being attacked as well. Like, for instance, he's being attacked quite a lot, and even the media's trying to attack him as well. But even that's not actually stopping people from voting for him as well, because they know that they have enough. They are fed up with the corruption. They just want New Zealand to be a great place that people can come from all over the world to explore, to see the curry trees as well. I wish people been saying that it might be infected by a disease or something, a dieback disease, and it says because people don't wash their shoes and that. Even though I couldn't really believe it as well, because what really caused them to die as well? That's the question. Right, probably enough of that. Let's go with the TV and said that they tell us that says that New Zealand's being poor with the climate change stuff as well, which we're not actually cutting our CO2, we're still breathing too much. We're burning too much any fossil fuels and that. Fossil fuels. If government had allowed progress in that, and the corporation had allowed us to proceed as well, then we wouldn't need to have fossil fuels as well. We would be less dependent by now. Anyway, if the government had just allowed us, and also the corporation allow us human progress, because there are people that still like invent, like, even we got electric cars, but even there, people actually sort of trying to get it out, they sort of Yeah, and there's a documentary that's called "Who Killed the Electric Cars," and I think that's around the 1999. That's just before the turn of this 21st century as well. And yes, well, let's talk about the climate stuff as well. And yeah, and I'm gonna first just talk about that Magawai actually, the banks they actually stole, yeah, 5 grand from the person to pay unlawful rates. Yes, and I also got I actually shared that on Facebook, and I got one person that commented says that banks just take it because he wasn't paying his rates. They're not unlawful, it's lawful. Man, that's just how hard people are really asleep as well, and man, you just can't really be mad with them as well. They just sort of don't know how really the world works and that though. And man, and he also agrees with the Julia Gillard's carbon tax when she was still in office over in Australia, and to know that the people who dare question about the carbon tax, they get thrown in prison for a long time if they dare question it. But she's actually out of office for now, and now we got Tony Abbott in office as well, and of course he probably got rid of the carbon tax, but or he just changed the name. man, man, people we just gotta notice that climate stuff is just all fraud. All that scare is just to tell us that we're all being blamed for that. That it's all our fault. And that's why the world planet is self-destructing. The sky is falling in that though, and then all that scare stuff in that though. That it all began since the fall of the Berlin Wall. And the left just had to find somewhere to go. And guess what? The environmental movement. And yes, they took over Greenpeace and that, and the founder of Greenpeace was so upset about it because they were for the real environmental stuff as well, Greenpeace, and they had been taken over. And I used to be a I used to like giving money to them because I thought they were used to be doing some good thing as well. But now I know them better. I know what their agenda is as well. The left wing's agenda. It's about bringing in world government, authoritarianism as well. It's about having laws passed on everything. That everything must be controlled. Everyone must be controlled. Every aspect of their life must be controlled. And that, yes, it's all about the Agenda 21 scheme as well. It's about having us in those city gulags as well. That's why I call it city gulags, where you can't really go anywhere. You'll be worked as a slave. And that, yes, time to get out your bicycles off your sandals and your straw hats as well. Because, man, and yes, here in New Zealand, yes, of course, we got Helen Clark that actually passed the carbon tax as well. And yes, of course, the petrol is pretty expensive here in New Zealand. And I find out it's just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. And because that oil price has been dropped down just to try to bankrupt Russia as well. And to know that they're only just going to find other ways as well. That's all they're going to try to do. And that's why Putin had actually raised the interest rates as well, just so they can save the economy as well. Yes, it's just man, there are people just who don't really care about us as well. And here's a good thing about Lord Christopher Martin, because he actually exposed the documentary that's made by Al Gore, The Inconvenient Truth, as well. You can know that it was full of errors that yes, it was full of errors, and well, it's just my screen just gone because I hadn't moved the mouse or did anything with it as well. Hopefully I'm just recording myself as well. You can notice that I got my hair cut, had a good shave as well, because man, on my last episode, man, my hair was like a bush. And I had a lot of beard going on, and that's turning out like a bush. Well, I'm gonna not be like the bush people, because man, they also don't care about us as well. They want a totalitarian government in place as well. Yeah, the Bushes and that. Yeah, and that's the one that actually saw stage the 9/11 event to actually to start wars and that over in the Middle East. Yeah, and that just has nothing to do with making the country better and that. It's just trying to be the policeman of the world, that's all. Yes, I'll be talking a lot more about the climate change and more about Mountain as well. So he is a character as well, and he goes around the world and to tell us that there is no need to worry about global warming or that climate change stuff. It's just a fraud that just to put us in a city gulag. It's all about the Agenda 21's plan as well. Ooh, I think that's almost coming to near of the end of this segment as well. I'll probably will end it right here. I'll see you on the next segment as well. Matthew Miller, over and out.